YouTube. It's Brother Dennis. And as always, today I give God all the glory. Today is Wednesday, I think. Yeah, today's Wednesday. We're here in North Carolina. It's been raining really bad for 5 or 6 days straight, off and on. I think it started raining Thursday night. It rained Friday. I think it was like showed out a little bit Saturday. Rained Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So to make a long story short, we've been having to get in where we can fit in at, trying to get our training in, and we've got. So let me get the good and the bad and the ugly with the training. So I banded 15 birds. I chipped 15 birds. The day I chipped the birds, the day before I had 21 birds. I tossed them. I ended up losing 6 on that toss. So I chipped 15. Why is that important? Because I took my birds out to 47 miles after that. 48 miles. I took them out to 48 miles. One bird didn't come back. I took them 48 miles again. Now, mind you, we're doing group tosses at this point with other lofts. So I lost one on the 48-mile toss. I went back 2 days later, lost another one on the 48-mile toss. So that put me down to 13. And the weather was bad, so the day Saturday was kind of overcast and kind of bad, but it wasn't too bad. So we went 30 miles that day because we went 50 and 50, and the birds had never been past 20. Well, they went 25 one time, and that was the smash toss or whatever when I lost 21 birds. But that was like a month ago. So we got them up to 20. We got them up to 20 consistently. Then we jumped them from 20 to 48, basically, 50. So we went from 20 to 50. Did that twice, but those were joint group tosses. Me, Joe, and Gabe. The first time, then me and Joe. The second time, a couple of my birds went to his house. Each toss, I lost a bird. That put me down to 13. So we decided to go back to 30 because the weather was over cloudy and overcast and everything. We went back to 30. And I tossed my birds solo. I didn't toss some group toss, or release my birds, and then like 20 minutes later or 15 minutes later, release Joe's birds first, then I did mine, whatever. So we did them separate, and I had got 11 returns out of 13. And I've noticed that 2 of my birds, which is this little bird here with the red band on, that bird there, and then this little, and she's really small, this little hen here, they were straggling. They were falling back. They were coming in late. The night, I would get like all the birds would come in together, and then like that evening, the red bird would come in, and then the next day, the blue bird show up. Then what was funny is, so I had 13 birds. And I was counting 14 in my loft because this guy, the one that just flew right there, which I think is like a recessive red because she's got like a wild coat. So tell me if that's recessive red right there. But that bird there, it returned to my loft. It got lost on the 20-mile toss. It was one of the 6 birds, so it don't even have a racing chip on. So I didn't even chip. So I'm gonna chip that bird tonight. But that bird lost. I wonder if it's a cock because it's fighting. I guess hens fight for purchase too. I don't know. That guy's a cock because he's cooling. That guy's a cock. That's my best. That's like my best bird. That black bird. Like really, that bird was lost and came back. But make a long story short, this guy here returned like after being gone for like 3 weeks. Just end up returning. So I haven't retossed him yet. But so today today the birds went 75 miles. 78, I think. 78. It might have been. I think he said 78 to me or something like that. I'll be honest with you, my memory's messed up. But it was over 75 because I think it was 74 84 for him, and then 81 or 3 for me, something like that. It was 80 something, like 81, 82. The birds went 80. It was not a joint toss. We tossed them by themselves. We tossed them as a group, but only my group. He tossed his first, then he tossed mine. But they did go 80. I tossed 11. I kept the 2 back that were straggling, and I kept back the one bird that returned home that's not chipped. So I tossed 11. I'm missing 2. The kick in the nuts is it's hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so I'm missing my white bird. I'm missing a white bird, which is it's a Wayne Hall cock, and I really wanted that. I really liked that bird too. He's off my Wayne Hall cock, I should say. Right there, the Barnhart hen. But I'm missing him, and it looks like I'm missing my bird from Silvio. The thing about that Silvio bird is, the Matus bird, is he was winning all the tosses. He was coming in first and second and fourth. I have it on my training. I mean, you can go back and look at my training. So I have confidence that he'll be hopefully here tonight or tomorrow. That bird, that Matus bird, and the white bird will show up. But the encouraging thing is, out of the 11 birds, I got 9 back from 80 miles, and all of them came back on the same drop. Boom, together, all trapped within a minute of each other. So they're flock flying. They're getting here. There was nobody straggling behind or whatever, because once the race season starts, they're gonna get all broken up. They're gonna get it's all kind of crazy stuff gonna happen. But I'm actually feeling encouraged. Like I am. I'm feeling a moment of encouragement. It's been rough this season. Last season was real rough. I missed old bird season, but I got 8 old birds on this side over here, maybe 7, because I think I'm gonna, this black guy here, this bird here is flying so good that I might stock his mother, because I got his mother from Tom Barnhart, who's out of Ohio, directly from his loft as a young bird. And she went missing during last year's young bird race for like 5 weeks, and then she showed back home, so I benched her. Let me say this too, part of being racing pigeon is managing your team. And I know that on here, sometimes I look like an idiot or a fool, or I'm not doing stuff right or whatever, and that's because I'm inexperienced, is what it is. But part of being successful is managing your team, knowing when to hold birds back that are straggling, taking them back, starting over. Like these other 3 birds, the ones I held back, I'm gonna go 40 miles Friday. We're gonna go 40 miles Friday. We're gonna light toss, and they're gonna get out in that toss. And I didn't feel like they could make it. If they're straggling from 40, if they're straggling from 50, why am I gonna take them 80? So I held them back. Maybe I got the one hen, that blue one there, she felt kind of light. So I've been trying to feed her up just a little bit. I don't know why. This guy might have been molting. So I don't know. Maybe he wasn't feeling well, and I don't know. Maybe just can't fly as fast as the other ones, which is possible. They're all not going to be racing pigeons. But a lot of people, what they'll do is they say they let the basket call the birds. But there's some people, like one lady in the club, she just won an old bird race with a 7-year-old cock. Bird never won nothing ever before, and all of a sudden woke up one day and won at 7 years old. Won a race. So it's like some of them just don't have it. Especially early on as young birds, as late hatches. So, and that bird is a late hatch. So broke leg, that bird that had the broken leg, and that bird that seemed to right here, this is broke leg. This bird here is one of my better birds, and it has a broken leg. It had a broken leg, and the leg healed up, and like my man said, that broken leg's not gonna bother that bird unless it has to walk home. You know what I mean? So guys, our first race is Saturday night, Sunday race, basketing Saturday. We're not sure. We had to see how the weather is going to do. We're not going to sure if we're going to race it this week. Next weekend is an open weekend. And then our combine season starts the first weekend in October. We got 6 combine races, the 7th race being the North Carolina Youngbird Cup. So that's going to be the last race. So we added a club race. So because the AU rules are something, you have to have 7 races to qualify for AU points, and that's important to our club members, so they could qualify birds in the AU standings and everything for the state of North Carolina and for the nationally. So we're gonna just have a club race either this weekend or next weekend. I'll go in a little bit more detail. It's a very special club race too, named after one of the founding members of the Fayetteville Club. Fayetteville Club, guys, is a historic club. It's got a lot of history to it, and one of the founding members of that club is not doing well. He's still a member of the club, but he's not doing well health-wise. He's been forced to resign from Pigeons right now, and he's a really good guy. But we're gonna go more into that when the race comes up. If it's this weekend or next weekend, we'll talk more about that race. Our plan is this: we went 80 miles today. We're not going no further than that. So we went 80 miles today. And another thing is the Youngbird race. It's like an 85-mile race for the guys that live in Fayetteville, but there's 3 of us long enders in the club, me, Gabe, and Joe. Like, I'm 65 miles longer or whatever. So an 85-mile race for them is 150 for me. You know what I'm saying? So to them, it's just a little toss, but to us, it's like it's an actual real race. It's a 150-mile Youngbird race. So if the weather's not right, we're not going to participate. Me, Gabe, and Joe, we're going to let Joe, if he don't basket his birds, I'm not basketing mine. That's what we're going to do with that. So the plan is we went 80 miles today. We're going to do a short toss Friday. We're not going to race tomorrow. We're going to let them rest. We're going to, and my birds did 1185, if anybody was curious. They did 1185 as a collective speed. So we're going to let the birds rest tomorrow, and then we're going to do a short toss Friday morning, and then we're going to basket them Saturday for Sunday. And then that's how we're going to go. I'm not going to basket the 3 other birds for the race, the three holdback birds. There'll be my reserve birds for this first race. I'm not going to basket them until they can make it home from 80 miles. They have to make it home from 80 miles, 75 miles or something like that first. I'll just take them maybe next Saturday. Depends on what happens with this race. If this race is this weekend, that means next Saturday's an open weekend. I'll get a chance to toss them a couple times and then take them for a longer toss that Saturday or Sunday. I'll get them down the road. I might take the rest of the birds down the road too, or whatever. But once racing season starts, them long tosses are out. Probably just be like 2 short tosses during the week. And I mean short. I mean like a 40-mile toss Wednesday and maybe like a 10-mile toss Tuesday or 40 miles Thursday or something. Maybe one Wednesday and that's it. And then the race, I don't know. It's up to Joe. Joe will let me know what my training schedule should look like. I haven't, y'all guys know that I haven't really been training my birds out. I haven't been getting them out as consistently as I should be. So they're going to kind of have to race into shape. I've been feeding them well. I got some barley in their food. I added some red mineral, some B12, some what is the red blood stuff, the red cell or red blood stuff I got from Tractor Supply. It helps with the iron and everything. So I got them on a super racing formula right now, food wise, and we're probiotic in the water. We're doing it. We're doing what we can, guys. We're doing what we can. And if you can support the channel, that will help. If anybody needs a bully puppy, let me know. They're great show dogs, great animal dog, great family dogs. They'll be good show dogs. I'll make a bully video later. But yeah, guys, This is my young bird team, guys. This is what we're going with. So I got 14. Well, with that, when I say 14, that means I got 2 missing in action. So the guy said that I'm sucked on my camera work, and I know that. So here's my clock. It says 9 out of 15. Well, we know I'm only got 14 birds, and I didn't toss 3, so that made 11. So I'm actually expecting 11, and 9 came in. And let's see who we're expecting. We're expecting 5475, which is my Wayne Hall Barnhart cock, and then which says up here hen, but I think it's a cock. And my Matus bird, which is a cock, didn't show for some reason. And I don't know. You can go back into I don't know if I can show it on here. Right, I don't think I can, but because I still have the training going. I like leaving the training going. I'll leave the training going until tomorrow night. Or if them 2 birds don't show up by tomorrow night, then I'll shut it off. But that way I'll know that they showed up. It's just for me to know they showed up. Right, so that's all it is. But so we got 14, which 2 are missing in action. So I guess I have to say I only got 12. So give y'all a real quick sneak peek at my old birds. These are holdovers from last year, guys. These are 23s, all of them. I don't have anything older than that. I got some beautiful birds, guys. I got some beautiful birds. My Adrian P birds are doing well. The Adrian P birds, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. That's an actual Adrian P bird there. Adrian P sent me my very first pair of racing pigeons, breeders. Mr. 500 and a hen. Why do I call him Mr. 500? Because he went 500 miles as a young bird, guys. They did a special race at the end of 22. I think he's a 22. They did a special race, and they put 27 birds in it. They went 500 miles, and only 4 birds lived, or returned. So he made it. He was top 4 on the special 500-mile race, and he sent it to me with a hen. And so I call him Mr. 500 because at the time I thought that was awesome. This bird here, guys, this is the mother. This is the one I might stock. This is the mother. See how she got a racing chip on her leg? Because I raced her last year. Second race, she went missing. She's the mother to that blackbird. It's a Barnhart bred bird out of his loft. I got that bird as a young bird, as a nestling, or whatever you call it, a squeaker. I got that bird as a squeaker. And, yeah, guys. So we got 8 birds over here. That guy there, that's the only bird that lived off that terminal pair that I got. Remember the the Hoosier pair I got? And everybody died. All the babies kept dying. So I got rid of them out of my stock loft. Well, that guy, he lived, and he's a beautiful bird. So we're gonna try him out. We're gonna race him old bird season. Yeah, I'm thinking that blackbird is turning out to be my very best bird. That I'm gonna stock his mother. I really am, because I only hatched one. I think I hatched 2 of them, and I gave 1 away. And I hatched 2 birds out of that breeding this year because they were like this. I was just putting them. I was just letting them get older. They weren't part of my stock plans, but they ended up breeding. She actually ended up breeding a Barnhart male. Tom Barnhart, when you get his pedigrees, for the most part, they just have Barnhart. Like, he's got his own bloodline, basically. So those are from the family, the Tom Barnhart racing pigeon family. The mother and the father made that blackbird, and there wasn't in my breeding plans because I don't want to race stock unproven birds. But she's proven. Like, she raced, she made it home. She was missing. I think somebody kidnapped her. She was gone for like 5 weeks, and then she made it back home from wherever she was at. So she's a beautiful. So I like her, man. This is Mr. Tough Guy Kid, red band. Yeah, that's a hen. Yeah, so we got some birds in here. We got some birds in here, and I think he might be. I don't know if they're trying to mate up or what. I think he's trying to mate up with her because they're on the same. They're on the same thing, perch. Which I'll let them go one round. I'll let them go around. I'll let them go one round. I'll put a nest bowl in here if I see eggs. Oh, there is an egg. Oh, there is an egg. Oh no, I just said that. Let me get a nest bowl. There's an egg right there. I don't know if it's broken or not, but I will go get a nest bowl. Oh, it's right under the trap too. That's crazy. But these birds I have really been going in and out. But yeah, the egg. Where's the camera at? Oh, right there. The egg looks good, guys. I guess I gotta. It's kind of cold. I don't think they'll sit, but I'll put a nest bowl down. I don't think she probably won't sit on it until she lays the other one. But I got a couple bands left. I'll let them go around. I'll let whoever wants to. I'm gonna put a couple nest balls in here for them. They're old birds. I'll let them go around, I guess. So, yeah, my Adrian P birds. The thing about them birds is they're spicy, man. They try to scratch my eyes out when I bask in them, and they got attitude. Mr. 500, I'm gonna have to put him in a private cage because he takes 2 nest boxes. He tries to keep the aviary to himself. He's constantly fighting the cocks, and I don't want them to have all that stress in the breeding loft. So this year I'm gonna put him in his own breeding pen. Yeah, but that's an Adrian P bird there, son of 500 kid. I got another one in here too. At least one more. Him right here. This guy right here. I think that's the sister, and the one on the top is the male. And then I have 3 of them. I got that one too. So and they're flying really well. They're like always at the top. This guy, the guy with no band, is the one that we're missing. This is actually off of Robinson's 178 and 180. The only one I got is I sent one a little off on the hill. I gave 2 away, and I had the second round for myself, but I lost one. I got that one, but I'm babbling now. Tachyon, I got a Tachyon bird there. This is a Sharky Ornette cock bred to a similar hen. He's flying really well. So basically, a guy told me, man, only 10% or 5% of your birds are gonna be anything, and I'm down to about 10%. I got 12 left. No, I got more than that maybe because I started with 60. I started with 50 myself, or 45, 40 something myself, close to 50, and I got 12 left. So 12, so that's like 20%. So I got 20% left. So I'm expecting. If he's right, I'm probably going to end up with 4 or 5 at the end of the year. I'll end up with 4 or 5 of these guys left. So hopefully I can retain all these guys. I'm not aiming to lose any birds. But when it comes down to it, if I do everything I'm supposed to do, then they have to fly. And so far I'm catching up. I started off shaky, but we're getting there, guys. So that's the good, that's the bad, and that's the ugly of it. I'll let you know. I haven't been feeling well mentally, plus it's been raining a lot. I had a lot going on, man. Support PTSD awareness. It's real. Anxiety and depression disorder is real. People suffer from mental health issues all the time. Some more severe than others. A lot of it's hidden. It leads to suicide and other issues, domestic violence, homelessness. Like, some people can't function. Like, just be aware, please. Even in children. Life is not easy. It's stressful. I choose to try to lean on God and fight mine spiritually and therapeutically with like making YouTube videos, racing pigeons. My dogs, I'll be honest with you, were very therapeutic to me until I had a tragedy last year of 2 of my dogs passing because of heat stroke. No fault of my own. Air conditioner failed on me, and the 2 dogs died of heat stroke before I could get to them. They were exotic bullies, but anyway, that kind of that traumatic event kind of triggered my PTSD again, and it kind of like shut me down on breeding dogs. And I love my dogs and I treat them well, But at this point, you know, because I know people see New Beginning Kennel and Loft, and if you go back and look at my older videos, that's all it was bullies, 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 bullies. My dogs were on there, but them 2 dogs died, and they were like my heart. I love them dogs, and it kind of set me back. And I don't have that ability. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I've always been an animal lover. It's hard for me to compartmentalize. What is it called? Compartmentalize. It's hard for me to block out losing animals and pigeons too. I become. I don't want to say like attached. I don't want to seem like I'm softy, but as a whole, as a collective, you know, I care about my birds and I try to do the best thing. And when I fail them or lose birds or whatever, it bothers me. And maybe some people, one guy told me I should get out of pigeons because I don't have the heart or the whatever for it. No, I just got to do better. I got to do better. And if you breed 100 birds because you're like, well, I'm gonna breed 100 to find 5, then you sound more idiotic than me, because you should be breeding the best birds you could breed. And it's quality over quantity in my book. So that's where I'm at. Physically, I have limitations, so I can't raise that many birds anyway. 40 was a lot. 40 is enough. So I think that's my sweet spot, 40 young birds. And as I build an old bird team, that might go down a little bit more. But I want to help people. I'm babbling, but I do want to give back to people, young flyers. I gave away 12, 15 birds this year. And only I took 5 from Joe, 2 from Silvio, and that's it. I took in 7, and I gave away 12. So, and I sent 4 to one Loft races. So that's where we're at. Guys, it's always been a pleasure. Like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the animals. It really does. It helps the Loft. It helps everything. Like I said, we're gonna get to the point. I do need an aluminum cage. I need a dog kennel. I got my clock and everything. So guys, if y'all guys want to send me things, like donate things to my Loft that I need, and help me and help the birds. Help me help the birds or the dogs. But we're talking birds. This is a bird video. It's whatever. If there's medicine, you want to send me medicine, you want whatever, I don't care. If I can use it for my birds and you want to send it, email me or hit me on my get on the messages, and boom, we'll do it like that. But guys, man, we're almost at 900. Another 100, we get to 1,000. That's a big accomplishment, you know. So we're gonna do a race video. We're gonna do a race video this week. I was actually supposed to be out of town Saturday, but Joe's gonna help me. Joe, before I leave, because I'm going to a birthday party in Maryland for my sister-in-law. But so Joe's gonna help me. So I am gonna, if the race is Saturday, or if the race is this Sunday, basketing for Saturday, then I'm gonna do my best to ship the race. So as of right now, I got 9 birds I'm gonna ship out of the 12, and if the other 2 come back, I'll have 14. Hopefully they'll be back. They'll come back tonight or tomorrow. Maybe they just wasn't feeling well. Maybe they just got over flu or got separated somehow. And then they'll come in. But they haven't been. The one part that's bothered me, especially about the Matus bird, is he's never been a straggler. He's always been a front runner. And for him not to show up, it bothers me a little bit, because I wanted to win with that bird. Out of all my birds, it was that bird I really wanted to win with. For my own personal reasons, I wanted to win with that bird. But we're not gonna give up hope. We're not gonna give up hope. I mean, hey, I got this one bird back after 3 weeks, right? I got another bird back after 5 weeks. So I do gotta chip this guy. We're gonna chip him. Guys, tell me who your favorite bird is. Is it broke leg? Is it blackie? Right? Is it the white bird? This guy right here, who's a Sharkey Ornette breeding. Is the Mr. 500 birds. You know, I don't want to pick out a favorite because I know I'm gonna end up losing it, but I like blackie a lot. I like broke leg. I like them all, man. I like even though me and this guy up here go at it, I think this guy here is a Mr. 500 bird too. I ended up taking his band off his leg, but I believe he's off of 500 too. I believe I got 4 500 bands in here. So Adrian P. Blood. So they can fly in Michigan. That's where they're from. They can fly in that weather. They should be able to fly down here. So I got my tachyon, a couple tachyon birds left. Broke legs from tachyon loft. This bird here is a tachyon bird. That bird there is I'm pointing with my finger like y'all can see. So this second bird here is a tachyon. That's off Grandpa. This is tachyon. This is tachyon. This is racing pigeon I got from Joe. Yeah, my mentor Joe. Those are his. That's his special line of racing pigeon right there. That's a joke, guys. That's a dropper. So, God bless everybody, man. Keep the faith. Look, it's love over hate, right? Make friends, not enemies, and I'll see you on the next one.